What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. As you can see here, today we're going to be taking you a tour of a really nice travel trailer. Now, this one in particular is the 2026 Vibe 3400 XL. And I think the XL just simply stands for extra large because this is a big old travel trailer. Two dual opposing slides in the back that opens you up to a crazy big living room. You also have a bedroom slide right here, washer and dryer prep. You actually get a really nice front closet as well that I think you guys are gonna like. Now, first I wanna check out a couple of the basic specs. GVWR, 11,320 pounds, and it can hold nearly 2,600 pounds worth of stuff. So this is not a light travel trailer by any means, but if you're looking for something that's got a little bit more head height and a little bit more oomph, that is not a fifth wheel. I think you guys are gonna really like it. If you guys don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. On the march to 100,000. And yeah, I'm also on the march to 2 million across all platforms. So pretty cool to see where this has grown over the last couple of years. Now, all the rest of the specs, you know, the length, the heights, weights, you know, how many ACs, yada, 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 the optional equipment, that'll all be down in the description, along with a link to Funtown RV if you guys want to do a little pricing, possibly order one or, you know, see what's on the lot. You know how that goes. But yeah, 2026 Vibe 3400 XL. Let's go ahead and get on into it. This one in particular has the 3 ACs and the solar on it, I believe, too, as well. But pretty darn cool. I mean, right when you walk in, this is what I'm talking about for the extra large. Look at this living room. And I like how the living room is huge, but the kitchen isn't completely like full on encompassing everything. So the space on this is really nice. I mean, look at that. You got a dinette right there that also makes a little kind of an L couch, like a mini one for little butts. You also get the theater style seating, and it's one of the beefier theater seating, the kind where you got, I call it honey bun mode, where you can, you know, put this up and now you're snuggling up with honey buns, but you also have a couple cup holders. Let me put that back down. You got 2 more cup holders here and a place to charge, you know, your devices. So pretty darn snazzy. Window coverage on this bad boy is pretty good as well. And notice how each and every window opens up. And instead of having the Dracula shade, it's got kind of the Dracula cape, as I like to call it, because it does have the cloth finish to it. So it's not letting any light in when you don't want to have the light. Pull-out sofa over here, so that way you can sleep a couple extra folks, you know, whether it's the Funkle or the grandkids. The recliners, by the way, do pull back really nice and far. So someone like myself, I could easily sleep in that. So obviously bedroom and bathroom over to your left. I'll show you that here in just a second, but I'll kind of start moving along this way. So TV that's on a swivel. So if you are going to be sitting over here in the recliner, which is going to have kind of a crane your neck position right now, but if you'd prefer to sit there, or if you want to even it out, you can pull that out and kind of swivel it a little bit. Another thing that I like about having the deeper slide with the swivel is you see here that there's some good storage back behind. I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to kind of repack the camper as I'm leaving. Fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty. And then what do you guys think about the new decor? One, I like how they go black on the inside and then brown, then it's also light. And then the ceiling on this has kind of a brown look to it as well. The 3 ACs are going to be all Furrion. However, this back one is going to be the Chill Cube. So it'll have a lot more power, a lot more oomph than most of the brands that are out there. And I think Vibe does a good job on figuring out what people like. They want more AC, but they might not want to pay for countertops. That's why they went with this kind of plastic, kind of hard top right there. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You get 2 dinette situations. So one right on over here, great place to sit down, get a little bit of work done possibly. It doesn't make a sleeper, but I think that's okay because you have the pull-out couch and you have the recliners. But then right over here as well, you have a couple stools that are right now strapped to the bed that you can put right here for a secondary place. Again, whether it's some work done or have a coffee, on both directions, you're going to have a really good view of what's going on, you know, at the campground or at nature, however you guys, you know, want to hang with that. And then you do have a couple outlets down there as well. So pretty darn neat. Now, as far as countertop space, you can see there is a pretty good amount of it. It's predominantly all in this back left portion of the camper, but you also get a lot of storage. I mean, this is big time compared to most. Also, notice how all the cabinets are going to be light and bright with the gold finish. I think that's really nice. But it's not about what I think, it's about what you guys think. So if you guys can, take a moment and drop your thoughts, a comment, even a hello. you have no idea how much that little action goes to helping out my channel. Convection oven microwave, 4 more pull-out drawers. The bottom 2 are going to be about twice the size of this. And then you got more storage there. And I like how you get, this right there also if you want to set up like a coffee pot or, Keurig, KitchenAid, whatever you want to do. Now with the sink, it's going to be the stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. And it's got the gold finish. Switch it up to the black with the gold. Looking sharp diddly yarp. Then heading around in the back, you can see the storage just keeps on going. I actually think I'd probably make this my coffee bar. I think it's kind of out of the way, and it can be set up and kind of forgotten about, but pretty darn cool. I also like how they didn't go with the blade lighting. Everyone's going with the blade lighting, and I think it looks really sharp. However, with the brown roof, I think the puck LEDs actually look much better, and then you still get a little kind of a modern look to it with that little rectangle guy. 12-volt refrigerator. So that with the battery and the solar, it'll pair up to keep that thing juiced up while you're driving down the road. And then you also have kind of a more pantry action as well with the bottom just being, a little bit bigger. But I also like how you have the backlights that are in there as well. But I think that about does it here for the for this back portion. I mean, what do you guys think? I'll spin around here, give you another little look. But I think they did a pretty darn good job. And I think the XL is a suitable name for this, because I mean, look at that. That is it's an XL feature. Dimmer right there. So if you look up at the lights, let me get to a close one. It dims it down. So now you put that thing up, flip it up into honey bun mode. You guys are snuggling, having a good time, setting the mood right. You got a place where you control your AC here as well, your AC and your heat. You also have tank heaters that you can turn on. So that's going to be 12-volt pads. Stick onto the bottom of your tanks. You can just turn all the lights on and off. And then your slide room controls as well as your awning, all kind of in one kind of central area. Heading into the bathroom, this is where a lot of the vibes on the larger scale kind of start getting the same. So if you've seen them before, it'll be the same bathroom-bedroom combination for a couple different models, and that's what really helps keep some of that cost down. You don't have to worry about engineering or doing anything kind of crazy, parts-wise. It's all kind of helping them cookie cutter it out while still remaining pretty darn inexpensive compared to some of the competitors. Little towel rack here, little drying rack there. So the tankless on-demand hot water heater. And then I think your shower is a 36 by 30, but it does have about 3 inches of depth there as well. I mean, as you can see, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, a big, beautiful RV-loving man, baby. And you got about 6'4", 6'5" into here. You also have a mirror to show off the old bowling gun, baby. But if you want to super shine it, whoosh, oh, it was already lit up. It's just so light in here. But yeah, at night, that shines up really good. Trust me, I was once in sales. Now right here, you got a little bit of a, probably 1 knuckle deep for the action. So it helps you out with things rolling and rattling around. I don't think I'd put a bunch of stuff in there when I'm driving, but when you're staying stable, you can put something round in there. You'd be all right. Maybe you can collect some marbles. Who knows? You don't have to worry about your marble collection falling out. And then the bedroom, I think they did really well. So again, it's the same as their 3400 SB, their XL, I think the 3400 BH as well. But you're going to get a queen bed with outlets over here and over there with the countertops. You also get storage there up underneath with outside access. I can't lift it up right now because of the chairs, but you also have outside access to the back half of the storage. Emergency exit, pull, push, or plop. Again, they all have that Dracula cape. Let me get that light on for you. And then this is going to be your closet. So you see it's going to be washer and dryer prepped, or you can use it for additional hanging room. But the nice thing about this is if you haven't seen the closet yet, there is a lot of good hanging room right up into there. So I'll show you that here in just a moment. Big window for big views or big breeze, however you want to do it. A little bit of storage over here, nothing crazy. You'll find a use for it. A secondary fireplace, and then you get 3 pull-out drawers. So the top one will be a little bit smaller than this one, as you can see, about half the size. But the bottom 2 are pretty good size. TV backer location, so maybe you could put, TV on a swivel again. Kind of sticks out this way when you're in travel, but then you can move it on out. I think that's probably how I would rock it. And then this is what I'm talking about for that front, closet. I think there's a lot of good room up here. You can put all your stuff in one of those areas, and your wife can use the rest of the RV, baby. But all right, guys, I hope you guys liked it. Now I'm going to spend about 3 minutes walking around on the outside. But just in case you forgot, it's the 2026 Vibe 3400 XL. Appreciate y'all being here. And, you know, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, again, will be down in the description with that link for Funtown RV. So heading around on the outside, kind of a new look for the back half of 25 and the 26s, where they switched up the decals and they got a kind of a, it's like an off gray, kind of tan cream or something. I don't even know why I'm pretending like that. I can barely match my socks and I'm wearing bright yellow shoes. But it looks good. It looks good, I think. But you also have the soft glow LEDs, same ones that are gonna be underneath the awning, which are on. These are currently off, but 3/4 molded fiberglass front cap with your rock guard. You're also gonna see a battery disconnect, a place for 2 batteries, 2 20-pound propane bottles, and then you have your power tongue jack there too as well. Heated and enclosed underbelly, again with those 12-volt pads, so you don't have to worry about things freezing up on you as much as you would with some of the brands that are out there. And then here, actually, let's see this. See if I can show it to you. See if it shows up during the day. Yeah, so it shows up a little bit. Got kind of that bronze look to it. But it shows off that aluminum frame construction. And then you also have an LP quick connect down here as well, so you can hook up, you know, a grill or something of that nature. Awning starts here, not close to the door, so you don't have to worry about the rainwater kind of coming in like that. And then it goes over that slide as well. You got the solid entry steps that a lot of people are going with, and then a friction hinge door too. They are using the BAL system, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, so there you go. So a little bit of a wide stance for you. Going to be a little bit more comfortable driving. Cable hookup and your outlets located right here, and then your other extend and retract for your power quick drop on your stabilizers. You can also pop off the plastic portion and go into manual mode, you know, if you ever need to. On the back, you have a real bumper. It is detachable, which is nice. So that's going to be a little bit different. So detachable bumper with a spare tire. So if you're a real tight fit, get rid of that. Then you save yourself a couple inches. And then you also have backup camera prep and the Lippert on-the-go ladder system where you can hop on top of your roof, you know, check your seals, do all that kind of stuff. Fully walkable roof. 50 amp connection located right here along with the back end of that on-demand hot water heater. And then you have your galley tank drain right there, so your gray water. You're also eligible to put on a slide topper, so it prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. Kind of keeps you, I always recommend purchasing them, but they do cost, you know, a little bit. About 5 years ago when I was, about 3.5 years ago when I was selling RVs, they were like $700 a piece. So I'm sure by now they're probably like $1,200. I'm just judging by how the rest of the world's going. But I think they are a worthy investment for you, just because it really helps prevent those leaks, keep your seals nice and protected, and you know, you're good to go. So there's going to be the storage underneath the bed. A little bit of a wide stance to open it when I have one camera in my hand. But then right here is going to be your docking station. So hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, your black tank flush, that's a sprinkler system for your poop tank, city water, fresh tank fill, you know, that kind of good stuff, all located right to there. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hope you guys are having hope you're having a good day, and I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2026 Vibe 3400 XL, the big boy, baby. See ya. Meow, 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 meow. Rump dump, rumple dumple dump, rumple dumple dump.